Hello and welcome to Here Are Games. Today we are playing Dungeon of the Endless. This is the early access game available on Steam. I'm not sure where else, but it's from Amplitude Studios, makers of Endless Space. So they like this endless motif, and they keep it present in a lot of their game titles. You'll find, I've played this one a little bit, but you'll find that a lot of the materials that you collect and some of the terminology is similar to Endless Space. There are things like wit and dust and production and things that persist across both of them. This one is a procedurally generated dungeon crawler. If you watch their trailer, it's got everything in the kitchen sink as far as base defense and character building and RPG and all these other things. So it's still in beta. I don't know what their timeline is for finishing this. They release updates on occasion, and so this one is a little bit limited. They promise they make no guarantees against characters wiping and progression and things like that being lost. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. I've got an existent game, but we'll start a new one. Yes, we want to lose whatever else happened. We're going to choose the escape pod. Apparently you can unlock different pods that start with different characters as well. So it says here are some of the challenges that you have to meet in order to obtain them. We go from too easy to easy. I'm sure there's going to be a hellacious, insane level of difficulty, but for the purposes, of this video, we're going to stick to too easy and hit start. Here's a little intro trailer. Try not to talk too much. Spaceship success, crew, rapidly depleting, ID, penal transport, speed, slowly decreasing, but it's under attack. Yeah. Oop. Here's the escape pod. Slowing down. Crew, which is a measly... Ooh, single digits. Falling. And crash. So, when you travel between floors, this little prism is something you have to transport from its little nest here. It powers different rooms that you encounter. You have to transport it to another receptacle elsewhere in the level, and that's how you progress from one floor to the next. You can see up here I have things like production, I have science, food, and dust. The more dust I have, the more rooms I'm able to operate at once, but there are also vendors in the game and they take dust, so you have to make the trade-off between powering rooms or buying items to outfit your two little heroes. You can get a maximum of 4, so you've got squad-based stuff. This game is really colorful. It has nice lighting. We may see a little bit of that depending on what happens here with rooms that are powered or unpowered as things, my heroes or enemies travel between them. So we can see here that we've got a little bit of RPG. We've got HP, defense, speed, and these things improve when I feed them. They get active skills and passive skills. Like I said, the kitchen sink is in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking and start doing. We have to open doors, and each round is determined by opening a door. So you can fart around and do as much as you like in between opening doors. Toothpick added to inventory. So we've got an inventory here, which I believe this character can be outfitted with this instead of a keen spear. So each one of these rooms has a major and minor module. We've got here science, industry, food are the major modules, and then we have minor ones, like here are some defensive ones, so there will be some healing ones. Or I'm sorry, these are offensive and these are defensive. So we're going to go ahead and throw down industry. I've been saying production, but industry. So we're going to go ahead and do that and explore another room. Oop. Did a little bit of backup here. And you can see this room here is powered, this room is unpowered. You can see some of the nice lighting here as there's a lighting source over here. So monsters will spawn in unpowered rooms after you open a door. So not always, usually, but you can see here that I've powered it on. You can see the dust flowing up. Each one of these, when they fill, I think it's every 10. Yeah, every 10 dust you can power an additional room. So I can power up to 4 rooms, but because this one is powered by a mysterious force, it doesn't count against my total. So the way I've been playing, I like to load up on industry, because these persist between levels. The dust does not. It resets when you go to a new level, but When you have a lot of industry, it helps because you can build a lot of stuff. And when you get further and further into this game, and you can find chests too. Sure, why not? So I have an iron shield. We're going to go ahead and power this room. This, I think, is in this sort of device category. Oops. Device category. So let's throw in more production. Can't build, not enough. How much do I need? I have 14. I need 30. So I'll wait another couple of rounds and move along here. And when you have a hero tend to one of these major modules, I got an additional dust. I don't know what that is, but it's given me free industry. Go ahead and power that up, and as you can see, I've got enough for more industry. When you start off, these aren't very expansive, but as you progress, even by the 3rd and 4th level, these become sprawling. So controlling where you travel, if I were to open all of these doors, I would leave myself susceptible to a lot of enemies coming in, instead of just taking one route and fully exploring it, taking another route and exploring that. So I thought I found something. I already used it. It was that device. So, next room. Oop. Enemies. Is he going to be okay? Who is this? Who am I dealing with? Max O'Kane and OpBot DV8. Sure, why not? We can see, you can see here, passive skills. He will repair, I'm assuming it's a he will repair the minor modules. If I level him up, he will get an active ability that I can use, so it will increase his attack power. These have a set duration, and the cooldown is the number of doors open. Like I said, the more, as you open a door, a new round begins. So this guy will also, with another level, learn to operate. So by him remaining in a room, you can see here this is grayed out. After a single turn, he will boost the production from whatever major module is in there. So this one will grow to an extra 5 or an extra 4. So we'll go from 17 upwards. So we'll do this. Crack open another door. Oh, not too much is going on in here. You can see now it's 22 instead of the 17. So we'll do this. I don't anticipate the science you can use to discover and upgrade new modules. You can see here I only have the one prisoner prod, which is an offensive turret. And you can find other things in here like a LAN module or a LAN node that will boost the defense for all the minor modules. So if this room here were to be attacked from all sides, I could have some sort of automated defense if I don't have enough heroes to cover the room. So I'm not working on my science because I don't anticipate that I'll be learning all that much. Oh, you found a self-powered room. Perfect. I could throw another module in there. I will soon. And it doesn't count against my dust. So now that I've explored both of these, I will pick a new one. Because if these were unpowered and I didn't have the dust, I'd be under attack quite a bit. Oh, what's this? Hello? And goodbye. And there's very little to do. You don't have to navigate around these rooms. The heroes just occupy them. So you don't have to work really hard to explore every inch. It's pretty obvious whether or not there's something in there. And a lot of these rooms have these little sort of flourishes and touches. Pardon me, I can't speak. Flourishes and touches. Some of them are themed, so we can see here that most of these are of a similar style. There are some that are sort of underground, and so they look like they have dirt floors. Ah, this is where I take the prism. But because I'm not done exploring and I want to try and maximize the amount of industry that I get, I'm going to go ahead and just keep... not enough. Sure. Why is this? Because I've reached... So it's increased because I have a certain number of production already. That's fine. I don't care. And I can't power that up because I don't have enough dust. So fine. Let's probably reach a... well, see... Because this is here. This shows that there are enemies in that room still. Are you going to be able to make it? No? The enemies pass... I'm good. It would warn me if there was something attacking my crystal. And if the crystal is attacked, it eats up some dust, and it's these very small increments, so I'm sure that may change by the time the game is actually released. Because you can see here, I've got plenty of room. If I get down to the end of the... into the game, I guess, get deep enough into the game where it can accumulate a lot of dust to operate a lot of rooms. and you get some really big enemies that are able to attack quite a bit. So now that I've got a fair amount of industry, I'm going to throw some food production so that I can either heal. If I highlight... Oh, he's not under attack. Anyhow, you can use food to heal about halfway one of your heroes, but you can use the food to level them up so that they get more powerful and more health and all that good jazz. Sometimes you get dust from killing enemies. As you can see, I've rushed in. Oh, come on. Let's see. That was the last door, so I'm going to try and preserve any dust and not spend it on whatever. But some of these guys may just blast past. Whoa. Whoa. Opbot, do not die. It's because I opened 2 doors. Holy shit. Is that... He has an ability. Surgical Striker. Do it. Oh, there must be... Oh, they're attacking. That's alright. It's the end of the game anyhow. Or end of the map anyhow. So some of these will prioritize the modules over the heroes. And you can see now that the round has ended, instead of taking forever to heal or never to heal, the heroes will go ahead and just heal to full. So you don't have to wait. Let's see. This guy's going to stand right here. What was that? Max Opbot. I usually stick with whoever is fastest. So let's see. We have speed is 34 for that guy. It's same. But now that I have pulled this out of its socket, all of these rooms are unpowered, which means that enemies can and will spawn. If I had things that required power, like a lot of the defensive stuff, depending on the room, whenever this occupies a room, it'll go ahead and power what's in there, but now that it's out, no longer. The self-powered rooms continue to self-power, and as soon as this enters the room, it sort of freezes the action. The heroes stop taking damage, which is fine. And it has a nice little recap. Stage time, total time, doors open, monsters killed, and resources in my stock. But dust is very obviously not included. So we'll travel to the next floor, and it'll be generated. So you can see here I have 3. If I were to open all 3 of these and left them unpowered, I would have enemies just stream in, which is not what I want. So we'll do this. Oh, instantly. A handful of enemies. Go ahead and power this up. Start up industry. And because Opbot will improve the production, we'll go ahead and just leave Opbot in that room as we explore. I haven't a clue what that is, but gave me some food, so thanks. And so this looks like a good defensive room. I can have a major module here, and then I can have all sorts of smaller ones. This could be a choke point. Because I haven't opened these doors, nothing will come through them. This is powered, nothing will be spawned in that room, but I can either go one way or the other, and depending on how much those branch out, you know, I could get a lot of traffic. So we'll keep going with the industry. Crack open this room. I could put defensive... Oh, who's this? I'm the warden, got that? You better believe it. Let's recruit him for 30 food. Zoom. It doesn't zoom out unless you rotate the screen, so... Warden, go ahead and have a seat. You're on your hover throne. He has some squad-based stuff. Need more speed, so his speed is increased when other people are in the room. And he has other stuff as well. But if I remember correctly... What is this? Attack cooldown, monsters in room, dust loot probability for monsters is 100%, so monsters are guaranteed to drop dust. Let's see. I think... I don't have enough food. No! He will also gain the ability to operate. So I wanted to try and maximize my production. But I don't have enough food yet. So we'll just continue. Look at that. Right off the bat. I could leave and progress to the next room. That would probably not be very smart. Simply be... Oh, power that room. Simply because I would lose out on any potential other people that I could recruit. Increasing my production and all that good jazz. Gotta go ahead and power this room as well. So this looks like it'll loop back here, but because I haven't opened this door, those enemies will not go through this area. They'll have to come all the way around, and I can continue to use that as a choke point. And we've completed this room. All the runes have gone red here. Gets ominous. Enemies start spawning immediately.